Hi guys, this is Brian. Welcome to Tech Bro. Kindly subscribe to this channel to learn more about programming. In today's session, we are going to cover project setup, main method, print to console, escape sequence, and comments. So let's start. In our previous session, we learned how to install the IDE and we created our first package, our first project. So if you missed that video, kindly check in the playlist and check for that video so that we move on the same line. When you look at this area on your IDE, sometimes this area, it can be hidden like this. What you have to do is you just come and click on these icons to reveal everything in that area. And sometimes this area is totally not present, like not hidden, like not displayed. What you have to do, you just come here to window and click. Then when you click, select projects. Projects will be loaded. If you want to load another thing again, you come here to window again and you click files. Files will be loaded. If you click again and you click on services, services will be loaded. So anything you want to be loaded, you just come to window and click on it and it will be displayed in this area. For this video, we are going to mainly deal with projects. So when you click on projects, you see that we have source packages and libraries. So source packages, this is where all your files for your codes, all the code you are writing, it is being written on files which are in source packages. Libraries, these are supporting resources. They are resources which support your project. For example, in your project, you may need to use a barcode scanner. For you to write for your code to be able to connect with the barcode scanner, you have to import the barcode scanner library. So that's a brief introduction on source packages and libraries. Let us navigate to libraries and we finish them. When you go to, let us navigate to source packages. When you click here to expand source packages, you see that we have Java application 2. This is the package which was created when we are creating our project. But we can create other packages. To create a new package, you click here on source packages, you right click, then you come here to new, then Java package. You give your package a name. Name it pack 2. You say finish. It will be created. Then you will need to activate your package. To activate your package, you need to create at least one class in it. So you right click on your package, you go to new and you click on Java class. You give your class a name. Let me leave it as let me call it pack 2 class, and I'll click. You can select the location where you want it to be. For example, you can put it in the first package or the second package, but for this case we put it in the second package, which is pack 2, because we want it to be active. Then we will click finish and the class will be created. So now let me go to libraries. In libraries, we have libraries which are inbuilt or which come inbuilt in the IDE, and we have libraries which we download from internet and import them to our project. When we expand libraries, we see this JDK. This is the JDK we installed when we are installing our IDE. So this one will be available for all projects you'll be doing in this IDE. But that will not be the case on other libraries, which you just add or you just select from the list of libraries or which you import. For example, let me add another library from the list of libraries which are present. To add another library, you right click on libraries, you come to add library, you select from the list what you want. Let me add this group. You click on it and you say add library, so it will be added here. To import or to add a library which is not in the list of libraries, you have to download that library from internet, and usually it comes like when it's a jar file. So when you download it, you come here and you right click on libraries. This time round you come to add jar, because we are adding something which we have downloaded from internet, we are importing it. So the other time we came to add library, so this time we are going to add jar. When you click on add jar, you locate your library and you import it to your project. So for now, let me remove this, and also let me remove this pack too. We will learn more about packages when we reach object-oriented programming. So let me remove this for now. To remove it, you come to refactor and you say safely delete, and you say refactor. It will safely delete it. Now when you look at this area, we have this area in our project. Our project is arranged in this way. We have the package, so all this, everything here is within this package. Then from the package, we have a class, this one. So everything else will be packed in a class. So in the class, we have our method, and this is the main method. This main method, anything to be run or for any code to run, it has to be within the main method. So this main method was created when we were creating our project. Remember that checkbox which was saying that click to create main method. It's what created this main method. So I'll first remove this main method and show you what happens if the main method is not there. When we run our project, we will get an error showing that we are missing the main method. So to rectify this error, we will have to add this main method manually. So to add this main method manually, we come here inside the class and we type public static void. We give it a name. You can name it anything, but let us stick with main. Then we say that we give it the data type which is string with capital S, string, and then so now if we run our project again, it will run successfully, but it will not be printing anything to the console because we haven't printed anything in the main method. So let us print something in the main method. To print to the console, we will use system out dot print, then we will print hello world. So if we run, it will run. Now let me duplicate this. I'll copy and paste 2 times. Now I will run it again. So when I run it again, you see that it is printing hello world, hello world, hello world on the same line. So for us to be able to print on new line, you have to use the print ln, which is the short form for print line. So if we make this print line, and we run our program again, it will print everything on a new line. Every statement will be on a new line. And another thing to note is that everything in this main method is being run in order. It executes from order. For example, let me change this to hello tech bro, and this to welcome. So when I run this, you see that everything is executed in order as it is in the main method. So for everything, it will be executed in order. Another thing to cover is the escape sequence. The escape sequence, this is a backslash. So let me first remove these 2 statements. Escape sequence, this is a backslash. For example, I can use a backslash to add a new line. Let me first run this. If I want to add a new line within a string, I can use the escape sequence. I can use a backslash. I can use a backslash, and when I run this, it will show that these 2 words are on 2 different lines. So also I can use a backslash to tabulate my output. For example, if I want to add a tab, I can come here and say backslash t. When I run this, it will put a tab. Another thing I can do with this, I can add a backslash. And to add a backslash, you have to put 2 backslashes. The first backslash will tell the compiler that the following character is a backslash which has to be printed. So when you run this, it will put a backslash. Let me delete this. Also, another thing I can do, I can add double quotes using the escape sequencing. Using this, I can add double quotes to my string. When I run, I can add these double quotes without getting any error from the compiler. Another thing to cover is the comments. Comments are useful in programming because sometimes we need to give some details about the code we are writing. So to add comments, we usually have to use /. For example, anything which is in front of the 2 /, it will be a comment. Let me write, this is a comment. When you run this, the compiler will disregard this. It will not print it because it is a comment. So when I run, you see that nothing changes because this is a comment. We also have, this is a single line comment, so we also have multiple line comments, which we create using the forward slash asterisk forward slash. So anything within this will be a multiple line comment. For example, I can say this is a comment. So when I run this, nothing will change because this is a comment, a multiple line comment. So let me delete this. And also other comments we have, they are here like this. If I delete this, nothing will change. If I delete this, nothing will change because these are comments. So another thing to cover are spaces. Spaces in Java, usually they don't do a lot of changes. For example, if I come here and I put spaces like this and I run, nothing will happen, nothing will change. So spaces, they will take effect or they will be considered, for example, when they are in between like this word, or this is the name of a method. If you put a space there, the IDE will show an error. Or if you put a space here and you run, it will show some effect. But spaces which are put, for example, here at the first, or here at the end, or here, which when they are not within the name of the method, they will not have any effect on your program. As you see, when we run it, it will run very well. So guys, let us stop here for now. We will proceed in another session.